This episode was produced on Darwell land. Sovereignty was never ceded. This podcast is recommended for mature audiences.
I have taken out a notebook that looks very heavily used and is sort of filled with like little slips of paper and like newspaper cuttings and that.
What am I under arrest for? What did I do? What have I done? I've done nothing.
You're not under arrest. We just need you to come with us to the station.
No, I'm not going. I'm not going.
And I'm looking at that painting that has the man in the blue suit.
Thomas Manuel, you are under arrest.
And I'm furiously taking down notes about everything I know about this Thomas man.
Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Everything I know about what he's been doing, because I think this is the strongest link I've had to the Anna Mitchell case for a long time.
You hear a bark.
Peppers?
It doesn't sound like Peppers. It sounds like a bigger dog.
I am determined to solve that still.
Workmanship. Thomas Manuel, what inspired you?
You pull out the next painting. This one is of a child wearing a clown mask, holding a paper dragon.
I'm not sure I entirely trust these guys to get him back to the center stable, so...
Yep, Goblin 14, go ahead. We need an ambulance right now. We need one right fucking now. And you see Thomas Manuel flop out. You see his head hit the pavement, and you see there's blood all over his face. (12th of June, 1995). It's a cold Melbourne morning. Sergeant Bennett and Sergeant Keith McGavin driving out to get some lunch in the city. This is something you do pretty regularly whenever you're on shift together, which is rarely often. It's probably the highlight of your week, I guess. I don't know if there's a romantic interest there, if it's just two good friends hanging out. But yeah, you look forward to these lunches. It's a chance for you to, I guess, be your authentic self, and I think Keith values that as well. So yeah, he is currently brimming with excitement as you are doing the driving. You know that his wife has gotten pregnant recently, and he's about to become a dad in a little while away now. It's about 5 or 6 months, but he's excited about it. You can tell.
Okay. But seriously, we have to try the new Chinese place because I heard they sell that honey chicken, and I know you haven't tried it yet, but you gotta believe me, it is thebomb.com.
Yeah, I know, but I've just, I'm not a big fan of Chinese. At least, remember the last time I went Chinese? It's like fire coming out of my ass, mate.
Yeah, I know. Last time we let them do the ordering because we trusted what they were doing. But this time we're gonna do the boring white shit, right? We're gonna go like honey chicken. We'll try there's lemon chicken, and trust me, it's not sour. And dim sims. I know it sounds like gibberish, but dim sims. Trust me.
All right. Look, I'll give it a go. Look, I've never tried a dim sim. I don't know. Is it good? What does it taste like?
Well, these ones are pork, but you can get them in all kinds, and it's like a meatball, but not a meatball. Trust me, mate. It's got the pastry. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but they the other day, Inspector felt really shitty because we were all doing so much overtime on that big waterboarding case. Don't even get me started. And I know you had leave with Vanessa at the time, but he actually shouted us all Chinese, and it came in these cute little noodle boxes, and it was so much fun, and it's opened my world. I'm keen to try new things.
All right, I'll give it a go. Oh, by the way, I've got some news about that. Actually, Vanessa, you brought her up. We found out what the sex is going to be.
And you're gonna tell me...
Over coffee. We'll get there first. I think we're about to get here.
Over Chinese. I don't think they sell coffee here.
Wait, I thought we were going to the coffee place.
No. This one different.
Stitch me up, please. Fucking hell.
I knew you wouldn't say yes.
All right, fine. We'll do Chinese. Fucking hell. All right. Park the car, and yeah, you're walking towards the Chinese place. So it's around lunchtime, so it's really busy. Lunch rush, so it's like everyone, all the business people are out of their buildings, and they're down at the cafes and the shops getting their food. So it's a bit hard to find a seat, like a sit down, but you manage it. What's the name of the place you've taken Keith to?
The Golden Tiger.
The Golden Tiger. So yeah, there's a lovely Asian woman who greets you at the door. She's sort of in broken English. Table for two. You nod. Yep. And Keith looks like a fish out of water. Like he doesn't know where to look. He's like looking at the menu. It's like watching a child trying to read for the first time.
Don't even look at that. I've already picked what we're ordering, but I want to show you these. And I pull out chopsticks, and I'm trying to teach him how to use chopsticks. And our hands are touching really slightly, and it's playful. It's not necessarily flirty, but I guess people who could looking on might construe it that way. But like I'm trying to like guide his hands on how to hold chopsticks properly. Yeah,
he's not grasping it at all. Like he's trying to figure it out, but can I just get a fork? This is fucking weird.
And to be honest, Lisa's not very good at them either. So she's also like, if and when the food comes out, she's going to start eating with chopsticks, and by the third bite, she's going to switch to a fork.
So, as I said, figure out the gender. You ready?
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, tell me.
It's a boy.
Oh my god! It's a boy! A little Keith!
Yes. Oh, I'm really excited.
And so obviously with the gender comes name brainstorming. What have you got?
Look, I don't know. The wife was talking about, I don't know, something like Ryan, I guess. I don't know if I like that one. It's a bit of a bit too newfangled for me.
I need to have a suggestion, and it is a little bit newfangled as well.
Yeah, go on.
Bennett.
Fucking bully the other one, Lacey. Fucking shark.
Come on! Who do you spend the most time with in your whole life? Let's face it, even more than your little wifey.
Look, she'd fucking kill me if I named my kid after you, Bennett. Fucking hell. There's no fucking shot. I don't know. I was thinking like Shane. Shane McGavin. But I don't know. Vanessa's thinking more like Ryan McGavin. I'm a little nervous, I've never been a dad before, so I don't know what to expect.
I think just be yourself, man. You have such a caring nature. You're polar opposite to me. I don't give a fuck, really, but I don't know. Things don't faze you, and I think you keep it that way. Don't let this kid walk all over you. Don't let him bully you into doing shit. But look, I heard a saying once, and it comes with every major life event, and I think you really need to know it. One day, something big's gonna happen, and that's gonna be you're gonna get married, or you're gonna move jobs, or you're gonna move cities, you're gonna have a baby, and everything in your life, all the pieces of your life are gonna throw up in the air, and then they're all gonna land back down, and some of them will land back where they were, and some of them are going to land in completely different places. And some of those places will be shittier than where they were, but some of those places are going to be better. Some of those places, I think, are just going to be perfect.
He smiles, and then as he's finished that sentence, you can hear the police radios are going off. You hear the words urgent, urgent. And it's one of those things like a Pavlov's dog. You're just trained to immediately stop what you're doing and respond. So Keith quickly turns the volume up on his radio. You hear something along the lines of silent alarm, Collins Street, Bank of Melbourne. And Keith sort of looks at you and he sort of says, probably nothing. Yeah, this is Collingwood 4. We're on our way. We're close to the scene.
Well, Bennett, that's our cue. It's showtime.
I'm gonna shout towards our beautiful waitress and be like, "We'll come back. Get it to go, yeah?" And then we're just as I'm walking out the door.
The waitress looks kind of confused, but I think she sort of gets it in a way. So she sort of waves and goes on with what they were doing. Maybe she just didn't quite understand. She's being polite, but either way, you head out, and the Bank of Melbourne is about a block away. So do you drive there or do you walk?
I'd like to think we just kind of run there. We're pretty close, so there's no point getting in the car. It's busy. We won't be able to find spots. We're just gonna run there.
Okay. Yeah, so you do that. You start running. And you feel all of a sudden the weight of all your equipment sort of starting to drag you down slightly, but you power through it. You're running on adrenaline at this point. And Keith's sort of keeping up with you, but he's getting a little bit tired, a little bit gassed. He's bigger than you. He's got more of a frame to carry. But you eventually make it to the Bank of Melbourne. And you see a few people have gathered around. He is shouting from inside the bank. And it's strange, right? Because you have definitely heard of bank robberies happening all over Melbourne. It's the 1990s in Melbourne. There've been bank robberies constantly. There's at least 3 or 4 bank robber gangs that you know of, right? But they're normally hitting suburban banks. This is a bank in the middle of Melbourne CBD. So they're either very fucking brave or very fucking stupid, right? So that's why I think Keith's sort of it's probably a false alarm. But as you approach, you probably realizing that maybe this might actually be legit. And you see people gathering around. It's a couple of dozen people that have sort of walking along this footpath, and they've sort of stopped to listen to what's going on inside the bank. And there's people shouting and you figures moving around. What do you do?
I immediately head towards the people who are gathered, and I'm trying to push them back and create a little bit of a perimeter away from the bank, while I'm assuming Keith is kind of peering in the windows, likely with weapon drawn, kind of painting a scenario of what's happening, but I'm also trying to establish a perimeter immediately as well.
And there's people getting in your face what's going on? And as you can probably hear Keith's on the radio saying, yeah, we're going to need backup. Please, immediately. And then you both hear a shotgun blast from inside the bank, and everyone starts panicking. They start running in every direction as Keith sort of starts looking for cover. What do you do?
Obviously, I immediately duck, and also I'm looking for cover. I'm assuming the perimeter I'm trying to establish, people are fucked off by that point, I hope. So my priority is safety. Can't protect anyone if I'm dead, so try and find cover. I think there's some columns out the front of the bank, so I stand behind one of those with my weapon drawn, trying to peer over around the side, trying to figure out who the fuck shot that weapon. What can I see? Can I see in the glass of the buildings? Or
Give me a spot hidden roll.
95.
It's hard to see inside. The bank's windows are tinted. I would say it's more like there's people inside. You can see people moving around, but you can't make out faces or features or anything like that. You're not sure not sure who's got the gun. You're not sure how many people are in there. There might be potential bank robbers. You can't quite make it out. And sort of Keith looks at you and he sort of whispers do you see anything?
No, mate, we need to get a fucking closer look.
All right, I'm going in. And you see him round the corner. He's got his gun up, and he's not going all the way around. He's using the columns on the other side as cover, but he sort of peeks his head open, and he sort of says, he looks at you, and he sort of holds up 2 fingers to signify that he sees 2 people. You see him sort of peer around even more, and another shotgun blast goes off, and the glass, the front door of this building has just blown away. Like the glass has just exploded from inside going out. Give me a luck roll.
15.
You're not injured by the glass. Probably you managed to duck your way back in. And Keith does the same. You can see he's sort of, just in the last minute, he sort of pulled back. And now you get a good look of inside. And you can see, looks as though there's two men dressed in ill-fitting suits. One of them is wearing, or they're both wearing masks, but one of them is wearing a mask that looks to be sort of depicting a raven, like a big black bird mask. The other person has a dragon mask. And the clothes that they're wearing, as I said, they're wearing ill-fitted suits, but one of them's wearing something that looks like it's from like a Great Gatsby party, that sort of thing. They're yelling, they're like, where's the real fucking money? This is bullshit. Where's the real fucking money? Give us the fucking money. And the teller is like, please, I promise this is all I've got. Anything else? She's like in tears. What do you do?
Have they seen Keith and myself yet?
They don't see you yet. They're too focused on what they're doing.
Is there a hand signal that I can send to Keith that would signify, have you got a shot?
Yeah, I would say so, yeah.
So I sign that, essentially questioning, does he have a shot on any of them? Like, can he make that shot?
Keith sort of gives you a nod, like, yeah, I think I can.
I would sign back that I've got his back.
Keith sort of nods again. You see him lift his gun again up to his sort of straight up in front of him. And he quickly pivots and he shoots. You don't quite remember the details. It's fuzzy, it's a little hazy, but what you think you saw, you're pretty sure, was the words, "Oh fuck, he's got a gun," like really slow motion. And then the next thing you hear is another big shotgun blast. And you see Keith's head split violently from the top of his head down to just between the eyes as he twists back. His eyes lock into yours for just a second, and you can see just a single tear dripping down his face, matching with the blood that is starting to pour violently from his face as he falls to the ground. A scream from inside the bank. You see one of the men looking down at the other one, who has also fallen, and the blood is starting to pool, and you see him start to panic. You see him grabbing a black bag that is on the counter, and he just runs. He runs straight past you, not even caring. He's panicking, and he just starts running down the street, and you are just sitting there in shock watching this all happen. But then the time starts to speed up again, and you're back in cop mode. What do you do?
I'd like to think that he may run past me, but I'm running towards Keith, but at the same time going to shoot 2 shots, not blindly, but measured, at this perpetrator's back, and I'll only shoot 2 before I'm at Keith's side. So do you want me to roll for that?
Yes, please. I'd like you to roll firearms, and I will ask for a penalty die. 2 penalty dies, actually, because one, you're shooting multiple shots in a round, and also because he is running away from you.
100, so I fumble.
You go to shoot, and for some reason, your gun misfires. You swear you had checked it this morning. You can't explain how this happened. You were so fucking careful with your gun. But when it mattered most, it misfired. this man in the raven mask continues to run.
Well, I know backup's been called. I'm grabbing Keith.
You look down and you see Keith is twitching. His right hand is in a strange angle, like it's folded in on itself. It's sort of twitching, like he's, this is a classic sign of brain damage here. He's not saying a word. He's choking on his own blood.
So I have kneeled in front of him and I have his head kind of in my lap, cradled in my hands, and I'm just trying to stroke the tears from his cheeks, but it's just all blood and wet, and I'm trying to clear his face, but there's not, it's just not working because there's too much mess. Just hold it in there, Keith. You've got this. There's think about Vanessa. Think about little baby Shane. Yeah, think about baby Shane. And he needs his daddy. And I need my partner. I have no one. Keith, I have no one. Please, you're my best mate. And I'm gonna fucking get these guys, Keith. I'm gonna get them. I promise you. I'm gonna get them, but I need you to stay there, please. We'll get you help, I promise.
The twitching stops. The Fumbled Anthology presents Night Floors. A Delta Green scenario written by Dennis Detwiller as part of the Impossible Landscapes campaign. Adapted for Call of Cthulhu 7th edition. Starring Matt Connor as Agent Cormac Neumann, Dannielle Green as Sergeant Lisa Bennett, Liam Braid as Council Ranger Archie Evans, and Kelly Ann as Senior Constable Sally O'Connell. Alex Green is your keeper of arcane lore, and everyone else. Chapter 5. Mould. This one is of a child wearing a clown mask, holding a paper dragon, and there's a spotlight on him, and it's the only thing you can see in this painting. And perhaps now that you've seen the exact same thing that you saw in that park only hours earlier painted onto a canvas, perhaps now you do a sanity roll.
Yes. Oh, and I failed that quite badly. It's not a fumble. It was close.
You lose 3 points of sanity.
All right.
Perhaps you gasp and drop the painting. And it falls to the floor in a loud clutter, and it sort of pulls you out of this trance that you're in.
Yeah, I think at that, Cormac kind of looks around and he thinks to himself, I need to reassess this. It's probably best not to be alone. and he'll make his way upstairs to see Archie.
On your way out, you see, or it looks like a canvas that has been packaged up in like paper, like a gift almost, and scrawled on it in black ink is the words "My Great Work."
Okay, well, I can't not walk past that and look at it. Let's go. He's got a morbid curiosity. He'll go over and he'll take it off.
You rip off the wrapping, and you can see it's just a blank canvas.
Well, I think knowing what he knows about the strange nature of these things already, he's probably going to let his curiosity get the better out of him, and he's going to kind of stare at the canvas for a little bit, just a minute or two, just to see if something comes to him.
It's just a blank canvas. Meanwhile, further up, Archie, what are you doing? You're still in the in Abigail Wright's apartment? Is that where you're at?
If I think so. I think I was looking because I got this playbill.
Yes, that's right. You got the playbill.
I was trying to decipher if it was a prediction of what we would do and say, or if it was part of this. Maybe I don't know if Archie would have put the time travel thing together yet. Probably. I mean, like, it's a sci-fi concept. It's not exactly not known. But we got a ticket on the wall that's from not the right time. We got the milk being out a date when it isn't. We've got someone with the playbill that says what we've already just said. I think he's just. Again, this is his first mission. I think he's just looking for any other clues that he can find to go just to help pick out what's wrong and decipher. Is what's going on here a prediction or like some sort of time travel echo, if that makes sense?
Yeah, okay.
So I'm looking for anything else weird.
In Abigail's apartment or Thomas's apartment?
I think last session I already looked through that.
Because Abigail's apartment still has a whole bunch of stuff you got to look through. So there's.
Oh, okay. Well, then yeah, I'll keep looking.
Yeah, we get another roll for today as well.
Yeah, you have another roll. So yeah, you can do it now if you want. Have a spot hidden roll.
Yep.
See if you find something interesting.
If he does take longer than 2 minutes to search around for these things, I will eventually make my way up to see him.
Hard success. Yeah, let's go.
Hard success. Okay, perfect. So.
What do I find?
What do you find?
So this is Abigail's apartment.
Yes, Abigail's apartment.
Okay.
Do you think you would be using this playbill as a reference, perhaps? Or are you just looking for weird stuff?
I think I would have gone back to wherever we found the plane ticket first.
Okay.
Was it on like a board?
Oh, the plane ticket would have been stuck to the wall. There's no other furniture in this room except for whatever is stuck to the wall.
Stuck to the wall is in like, you know, the movies where there's like people stick pictures and string between them to like.
No, it's just stuff that is stuck there with cheap epoxy.
Okay, well then I will let you tell me what's most interesting with a hard success.
You find this. It is looks to be a piece of paper. Looks like it's from some sort of.
Well, would you like me to describe it to the listeners?
You can if you go for it. Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
All right. So for some reason, this piece of paper has intrigued me. I've gone British now. And what's this? So it's a crumpled up bit of paper. It looks like a bit of paper that you'd find in a hotel room, like a branded notebook. Yeah. So it says Hotel Broadalbin. Broadalbin. Hotel Broadalbin or Broadalbin, something like that, in Melbourne. It's just a blank bit of paper. Someone scribbled on it a bit of a map, like a hallway map. The 2 points of reference is basement where it has an X and what does that say?
Elev. Yeah.
11. Maybe 11. Just watched Stranger Things today, so it could be 11. And then there's another room, JL Bossel. JL Bossel.
Yeah.
And then halfway along there's a WL initial, so I don't know what that is. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, that's fine. As you look at this, Cormac, you probably pop up upstairs and you see Archie holding a piece of paper.
I think we need to have a chat first about more than just this paper.
Detective Hook, they've done the arrest of Thomas Manuel, and we have a few hours to ourselves for a little bit.
So how does this work exactly?
I've explained this before. We're here to find any information that might pertain to any anomalies, and I hope...
There's definitely anomalies, so what now?
Good, you've picked them up. We need to investigate this lead, find out exactly the cause of the anomaly, and put a stop to it. If it gets to be in excess, then we can call Marcus, but we are expected to deal with most of this ourselves. Try and find as much information as possible before we bring in the report. So, have you found anything?
Well, I mean, we got a plane ticket from the future. We got milk that should be out of date when it's not. I found this map. I don't really know what to make of it. But the most interesting thing is this. And I'll pull out the playbill and I'll give it to him to read. So, the only two conclusions I can draw from this is, one, somehow whoever wrote this knew what we were going to say. I don't know how you explain that one. Or the other option is, just like the ticket, just like the milk, perhaps we'd already said these things when it was written.
This entire apartment complex could be a temporal paradox.
What?
The fourth dimension doesn't matter. Time, as you and I see it, doesn't necessarily apply to other beings. It's in flux, and it seems that whatever area that we're in at the moment plays with the fabric of reality. In what way is yet to be found. I've found a painting downstairs depicting...
I briefly saw those paintings. Those were great, yeah.
There were some. One appeared to have affected Sergeant O'Connell. Senior Constable O'Connell.
What were the paintings of again? I didn't really look at them very long.
They were of children being drowned. But that wasn't all. I suspect that the fact that O'Connell had some particular reaction to one of them probably meant that she recognized the child, which means that it seems that Thomas Manuel, if he is the one doing these paintings, might be getting visions from elsewhere. And we shared one. I saw a painting of the child with the clown mask and the paper dragon depicted in one of the paintings. So, it isn't just me. This could be linked to this building, but the fact that I wasn't there makes me think that this could potentially have scaled up to the entirety of Melbourne. I don't know how soon or how prevalent it might be. That's exactly why we need to keep an eye out. And you need to keep your wits about you.
Do you know where Hotel that's such an awful name. Bradalvin. That's an awful word.
Bradalvin?
Who came up with that? Broadalbin.
Could be Broadalbin.
Hotel Broadalbin.
I don't know if it's a real name, but for the sake of it, Keeper, do we know if where this hotel is? If it's even a hotel?
You haven't heard of it.
All right. The playbill. Did it have any information on it about if there was a theatre in specific theatre that was linked to any sort of leads on that?
It wasn't a playbill. It was literally just a like an excerpt of a script. Yeah.
A script, and there's no like identifying who wrote it, where it came from, blah blah blah.
Nope.
Okay. Well, what leads have you got, Cormac?
Well, so far we have the interview with Thomas Manuel to go off, which makes me think that perhaps we could speak to some of the other residents in the apartment. Perhaps investigate their rooms. Obviously, there's still a lot of evidence in this room that we can have a look. Might give a quick glance and roll a spot hidden, if that's alright with Keeper.
Go for it.
And fail.
Do you reckon this maps of this building's basement or the hotel's basement?
Good question. We could investigate. We can have a look at the basement. I would be wary.
Elev could be elevator. JL bottle? Don't know.
No, that's a good find. In fact, I must commend you. You found exactly the sort of things that we were looking for when you found that milk. That is an indication, along with his denial of the last time he ate, that this entire place messes with the perception of time. It would be best if we limited our exposure to this apartment complex to daylight hours.
Do you want to keep searching his room or no?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's go do that.
I'll look over at Lisa in shock. Yeah. And sprint out.
It's alright, Lisa's already out of the car, man. She is already out of the car. She's sprinting towards it. She's trained in first aid. She doesn't have the equipment, obviously, that a paramedic does, but she knows what to do in this kind of situation. So she's immediately turned him into the recovery position. Is he coughing up blood? Is he alive? What's he doing?
He looks conscious, but he's lost a lot of blood, and you can see like his skull is quite significantly fractured. And he's just sort of looking at you like dazed and confused. You're not sure if he's in pain or not, but yeah, he looks terrible.
Hi, Thomas. Hi. Stay with me. Sally. Get the kit. I'm sure we have like a first aid kit or something in the car.
Yeah, I feel like we'd have a basic one. Yeah.
I would expect that Sally is getting that out.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other officers are doing on the scene. I think from the sounds of what the keeper described, it sounded like they're just mostly in shock, freaking out because this just happened on their watch. I've got Thomas's head kind of... I'm like kneeling beside him, but his head's kind of being somewhat cradled in my hands. And I'm looking for some kind of material to kind of... I don't know if I should be applying gentle pressure to his head because I want to stop the bleeding, but it looks so fucked up and open that I also don't want to introduce like fur or fabric to the wound. So I'm just kind of trying to think about how I can manage this and just try and comfort Thomas because I know there's an ambulance en route.
Give me a first aid roll.
And then while Sally's getting the kit, I'll be probably flushing that wound as soon as she gets any saline flushes. Probably not saline because...
Oh, they have like little squirty bottles, yeah.
But you should have water, like sterile water for injection kind of stuff. I got 67 on my first aid. Nope.
Yeah, so you probably... Maybe you're panicking a little bit. Perhaps your mind goes back to the last time you saw this much blood, which was when you were holding your partner in your hands as he slowly faded away. Give me a sanity roll.
That is very fair. I passed my sanity roll.
Yeah. You don't lose any sanity, but yeah, I think that's what's happened. You're just sort of being brought back to that space. Sally, you can give me a first aid roll too if you like.
Yeah, I'll grab the kit out from the boot of the car, as well as like a jacket to kind of like support his head, like as a pillow. So I'll start getting the gear out, some saline or whatever we can use to clean the wounds, dressing. Nope, that's a fail.
Oh, yep. Okay. Luckily, one of the other GDs knows what they're doing and has got the first aid kit out of their car as you two are sort of not sure what to do. One of them quickly starts putting a bandage on his head, just doing what he can to stop the bleeding, while the other cop, the one who was driving, he's just sort of saying to himself, like, he just kept headbutting the lock like he was possessed or something, like he was just trying to get out. I've never seen that before. Fucking hell. Holy shit. What the fuck did he do?
And I think Sergeant Lisa, while she didn't lose sanity, she's kind of just frozen, cradling his head and kind of supporting him while the other officer is applying the first aid. And she's just, like, you can see there's somewhat tears in her eyes. She's not bawling, but she's just in some kind of weird shock state as she was transported back to her partner's death scene. She's not responding to anyone, to anything. She's probably not really even taking in what the other officer's saying.
So Sally's gonna see that Lisa's a bit distant at the moment and start trying to take control of the situation a bit. What's the ETA on the ambulance? Do we have clear access? Do we need to start making room for an ambulance to pull over on the side of the road?
There's probably enough room. Like, the ambulance can just go anywhere.
Yeah.
It's a busy street. It's like nearly 5 p.m, so it's getting late. They're knocked off work. They're sort of on their commutes home, so there's a few people walking past who just sort of see this scene, and like there's a few shocked faces like, oh my god, like what the hell happened? So you do your best to create some sort of exclusion zone, and
we'll try and shoo away bystanders and also call in over the radio and provide sort of a sit rep for the ambulance about this guy's condition.
It doesn't take too long for the ambulance to arrive. They've gone lights and sirens. So you see the paramedics sort of pick him up, and they sort of look at him and they go, what the fuck happened here? And you see the other cop go, he just kept like banging his head on the lock. Oh, I've never seen that before. I think he's crazy or something. And Thomas is sort of like lolling in and out of consciousness at this point. The ambos quickly scoop him up, put him in the back of the car, and they get to work. What are you two doing at this point?
Even though Thomas is gone, I'm still kneeling in that same position, kind of with my hands looking like they're cupping something like like where his head was, and I haven't moved even though he's gone.
I'm gonna start sort of clearing up the rubbish from the gear we've pulled out of the first aid kit and things like that, and I'll kind of gently place a hand on Lisa's shoulder. You right, Lise?
Yeah. Yeah.
How about we don't go back to the station for now and go on that macros run?
Sure. There's so much to do. We should, and she kind of brings herself back a bit and is like, no, thanks, but, no, we need that's a lot of paperwork. Alright, we either go back to the station, and I don't want to do that because I think the duty cops should, probably tell Sarge what happened. It was on their watch. Yeah, we should tail the ambulance, and, maybe we can wait, until Thomas is somewhat stable, hopefully, and I think we should stick with the guy. Maybe we can ask him more questions. I think we should make sure he's okay.
I don't know if we'll be able to ask him much while he's in the hospital, but if that's what you want, then we can go.
Yeah. Look, I mean, even if Peppers and I go and sit in the hospital, and if you want to go back to the station, that's fine too. I don't mind. I just, I feel somewhat responsible for this kid, you know, and he do that to himself. That's fucked.
Yeah, whatever is going on with him, I think it's, you know, much more than we could stop or much more than we can comprehend. His attachment to that building was, yeah. I can't imagine being in that kind of mindset to do that, so there's not much you could have done, Lise.
Anyways, if you want to get started on the paperwork back at the station and clear that up with Sarge, that's fine. I can wait in the hallway until we don't even know if this guy's family. Is there a next of kin? We can tell he's in the hospital. Like, we saw his ID, right? So we know that's his name. You maybe go back to the station, see if you can find out anything about the perp from the database. We should definitely alert family that he's in hospital if he's got any family. I'll stay with him. If he's a psychiatric risk, I think we should at least put cuffs on him and then make sure he's attached to the stretcher if he gets admitted. So, all right. What do you think?
Yeah, I think if you go to the hospital with him and I can go back to the station and make a report and follow up on who this man is.
Cool. Has the ambulance left yet? Can I jump in the back?
We can say the ambulance is about to leave, so you have a chance to quickly jump in.
Alright. I'm gonna go in the ambulance. Look, I don't think it's a place for a dog. Do you mind taking Peppers? He trusts you.
Oh, good. I'll look after Sergeant Pepper for you.
Thanks. And I do this weird whistle, and Peppers, you can hear him in the back of the car just like, woo, like, don't forget me.
Yes, sir.
So he knows that I'm essentially assigning him to someone else. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave you with the dog. He'll know to tail you. Probably won't leave your side. And I'll jump in the ambo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got my radio, so I guess call me.
Yeah, no worries. Let's see what we can find out.
So while that's all happening, we'll just flick it back over to Archie and Cormac. So they're both looking in Thomas's apartment for things to find, yes?
Yes.
Yes, but
Okay.
I also want to be aware of the time, because it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's just hit 5 o'clock, so it's going to get dark in the next 30 minutes.
Question, our hotel at the Mantra in Collingwood, does that have a VHS player?
Yeah, let's say it does. Well, if you're looking to play with the cassettes, then you want a cassette player, which it would also have that, I would say.
Yep, cool. Alright, so I'll turn to Archie and I'll say, Detective Hook, we should not stay here past sunset.
Why?
Well, you saw how attached Thomas was to his apartment. We haven't had a chance to interview anyone else, but we may well have the issues of them exhibiting the same properties, and I don't want to be caught up in that.
He didn't want to leave the apartment.
Correct.
So,
And we don't yet know if that's an effect of the apartment itself.
should we not test that by staying here?
Do you really want to be in the state where you have no desire to leave?
But leaving will learn nothing.
The information we've already gathered so far is that the time that we have spent here, a few hours, has not yet adversely affected us. And so we can always come back tomorrow. And besides, I booked a reservation at the Cock and Clam at 8 p.m. for both of us.
Oh, Archie's tempted to stay.
But the Cock and Clam is it's a pretty prestigious restaurant, Archie.
I know, Archie's tempted to stay. Well, no, Liam's tempted to stay. Do we split up?
We can take the cassettes with us back to the hotel, have dinner. I'll get you a new suit, something that actually makes you look a little bit more respectable. And Then we can make our way, have some dinner. I need to have a discussion with you regarding some words about being a detective. After which we can go through the VHS or the cassettes at the hotel, where we know for certain that there won't be any issues. Perhaps with the cassettes, but not necessarily with the apartment.
Should we not at least knock on the one neighbour's door on the way out?
Well, we have approximately 25 minutes. I suppose we can at least have one interview before we go. Before we leave this apartment and go all over the place, can we do like a quick kind of check to see if there's anything else strange about the apartment?
No, I think the only other extra thing you'd find, if you're going to collect the cassettes, you probably notice bundled right down the bottom of the cassettes, you do find, it looks to be a little like a necklace, looks to be very old necklace.
Does it have an engraving or a picture on it?
Yeah, it looks like it's got a picture of a woman. It's really old. Definitely earlier than like 1950s. I'd probably need a roll if you wanted a more specific time period than that.
Sure. Why not?
Give me a praise or a history roll, or even just an education roll, perhaps.
I'll do education.
Yeah, whatever you want to do to justify it.
That's a hard success.
Hard success. Okay. So, looking at the necklace, you can see that it's got an engraving written on it. Looks to be a very old engraving. It's got the word Ambrose engraved in this necklace. It's exceptionally made. Looks to be... Well, you probably can date it to maybe near the end of the 19th century. And yeah, the photograph is this beautiful woman with long brown hair. So, and the way that she's dressed, like her fashion of what she's wearing, looks to be dates her at about 1900, the 1900s.
Yeah, I suppose I'll pick that up. I'll show it to Archie. He's curious. Perhaps we'll find her on the cassettes. I'll kind of summarize that description to him.
19th century.
Yeah, we'll make a note of it, we'll hang on to it, and bundle up the cassettes, and then let's go to apartment 3. Before I knock, I'm just going to very softly say to Archie, play along.
Okay.
You knock on the door, and you hear... Hang on, just a minute. And you hear shuffling, and then the door slowly opens, and you see this man. He is quite disheveled, looks to be in his early 40s. He's got crooked glasses, unkempt hair, his clothes are mismatched. And as you open the door, you get this smell wafting through of like BO. And you can also get just a whiff of some sort of liquor.
What can I do for you, gentlemen?
I force a smile on my face, and I pull out my very legitimate badge. Detective Neumann, AFP. This is Inspector Hook. I had a few questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. I'm here originally regarding your neighbour, Abigail, from apartment 1. She's gone missing.
Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, there was some police officers came by, a few months ago now.
Yes, I had a couple of follow-up questions, and we had some concerns from the health department regarding some sort of strange fungus going on in the room. It may have infected the whole building, so I wanted to ask you a couple of questions that might seem strange, but I think it's important that you answer them honestly.
Okay.
Give me a fast talk roll, but I'll give you a bonus die.
So that is actually an extreme success.
Ooh, nice. Yeah. So he
he sort of says, I don't know anything about any fungus. I haven't noticed anything like that, but, well, if you say it's dangerous...
Yes, it could, depending on the severity, it could lead to erratic behavior, insanity, aggression, all sorts of very serious issues. So we're trying to do an inspection of the entire building and make sure that it's relegated to only the first, apartment 1 and potentially apartment 2. We've had some issues with Thomas Manuel. You might have heard some commotion outside, but that's been addressed.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard something. I kept it to myself. I don't want to get involved in any of that stuff. Yeah, come in, please.
Thank you.
And he opens the door a little wider for you, and he lets you in.
Sorry, what was your name?
Roger. All right, Roger Karen. You were... What was your name, sorry?
Detective Cormac, is fine, and...
Pleasure to meet you. And you, sir, and he looks at Archie. What's your name?
I didn't say anything.
This is Inspector Jonathan Hook.
Yeah. Hello, Mr. Hook. Yes, come in, please. Do you want a drink?
Thank you. I've drunk, and I've been a little concerned about the potential infection. It's one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Have you noticed anything strange about your food or beverages?
No, nothing of the sort.
Have any of them been out of date, perhaps?
I don't think so.
May we have a look?
Yeah, by all means, be my guest.
Yeah, so we'll head to the kitchen. Oh, what does the apartment look like?
Yeah, so the apartment is... you see this man, he is clearly disheveled, poorly groomed, smells a bit, and the apartment matches him, basically. It's messy, there's stuff on the floor, smells a bit funny. You can see, bottles of alcohol, various wines and spirits, just sort of littered on the coffee table. TV's off. You do notice, actually, one thing might interest you, Archie, is there's a typewriter that is at a desk in one corner of his lounge room. I will note that the copy of the little excerpt of the script you got was typewritten.
I'll go over and have a look. I won't say anything.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you don't see any writing materials or anything like that, but you do see this typewriter, and there's some paper nearby as well. So if you wanted to test it out, you could.
Yeah, I just want to press a couple of keys.
Yeah. And you press the keys, and the output doesn't seem to match. It's not quite the match as what you got in the previous one. So you probably can deduce that it's not. The play that you got did not come from this typewriter.
Sorry, did you already ask them about the play, Cormac?
No, I haven't asked this guy about the play.
All right, I'll be in true Archie fashion. I'll just interrupt and go, "Did you get one of these?"
What's that?
Did you get one?
What is it?
I hand it to him.
Oh. This looks like some sort of play. No, I don't think I did.
Cormac's trying really hard not to sigh.
I take it back.
You head to the fridge, Cormac. You open it up and you check the milk, and it is also very, very much out of date. Has been out of date since, looks to be, again, similar, like mid-May, early mid-May. The eggs in the fridge are out of date, early to mid-May. The bread is out of date, early to mid-May, but everything looks fresh.
No more sanity roll for this, right?
Yeah, go on.
All right.
One more.
Nah, the food just freaks Cormac out so much. It's such a crazy thing to happen, is being out of date milk.
You lose 1 point of sanity. It's happening again. It's not just apartment 1 and 2. Bobbing back over to Sally O'Connell. You've made it back to the police station. It's dark now. The night shift have arrived. What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to head over to the inspector's office so that I can, check that the duty officers have made a report about what happened and, update him on what we found at the building and, yeah.
Yep. You open up the door to the office and you see him. He's on the phone, and he's just like, oh, "Mate, yes, I know, yes. Apparently, it's a weed charge. I don't fucking know. Yes, they brought him in on a fucking weed charge. Yep. Oh my god. Yes, I'm gonna have a fucking head." And he sees you. He's like, "Hang on, I gotta go." And he hangs up. And he's like, "What the fuck have you done? What the fuck did Bennett do? You brought that fucking guy in on a weed charge, and now he's nearly fucking dead? What do you got to say for yourself?"
Sally is, so I'm standing kind of at attention in the doorway, twitching a little because no one likes their boss yelling at them. So there's more to the story. I promise that this is important.
You better tell me it's fucking important, because at the moment I've got Tracy Grimshaw on my ass. She's gonna fucking come down here and rain shit on us, right? Because we brought a fucking nutcase here. He should have been in the hospital without any fucking wounds, but no. Now he's fucking dying in a hospital, and he's on fucking weed. It was a fucking weed charge. Mate, we get people slaps on the wrist for that shit.
So
why the fuck is he in hospital?
He had evidence connecting him to the missing girl.
What evidence? Go on.
So he had a number of paintings of drowned children in his basement, and a painting that was identical to the man we caught on camera footage abducting Anna Mitchell.
Oh, the man you caught on camera footage? The one that's been on Australia's Most Fucking Wanted for the last 3 months? The one that every fucking person in Australia's seen? Huh? That fucking one? And he took a painting of him. It's a painting. Anyone could draw a fucking painting of him. My fucking 10-year-old daughter could draw a fucking painting of him. That's your fucking evidence. That's your smoking gun, is it? You gotta be fucking kidding me. And he sort of leans back in his chair. He's like, ah, fucking Christ. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god. Give me one good reason why I shouldn't kick you off this fucking case right now.
Do you want to find Anna Mitchell?
Of course I want to find Anna Mitchell. Anna Mitchell's not this fucking guy's apartment.
Do you want to find out why this man is painting drowned children?
I don't know, he's fucking crazy. Same reason he's probably fucking split his own head open. So you fucking arrest him? Is that what we do to crazy people, is it?
We found a microphone leading from Abigail's apartment into his. He was recording Abigail's apartment.
Right.
We went down into the basement where he has been painting disturbing images, including one of that man who kidnapped Anna Mitchell. There are too many things.
Right. And what crime did he commit? What crime was that? So you've arrested this guy on a fucking hunch, and now he's dying in a hospital bed. And we already have royal commissions in New South Wales, royal commissions in Queensland. You want a fucking royal commission here too, Connell?
Do you want us to solve this case? This man is the only lead we have on this case.
I want you to not lock up crazy people for no fucking reason.
We took him back to the station for questioning.
Took him back to the station for questioning. You don't fucking do that shit unless you've got something ironclad. And you're telling me all you have is a fucking microphone and a fucking painting. Fuck. Do the fucking paperwork. I don't want to fucking look at you. I don't want to fucking look at you, O'Connell. Fuck's sake.
Yes, sir.
You close the door, and then in the door you just hear something hitting a wall, and you just hear, fucking hell! And he gets back on the phone, and you go back to your desk. Peppers probably looks at you, a little worried.
Yeah, Peppers and I share a look like, geez.
And the duty officers who sort of brought him in and sort of look at you like we're really sorry that happened to you. Like, fuck, man. Like they just feel sorry for you at this point. They feel really bad, but yeah.
Just want to save people.
back to Sergeant Lisa Bennett, who is, in the ambulance. You've arrived at the hospital. You've watched this man very quickly get into... he went straight into surgery. The wounds were that bad. The doctors were like, fucking bring him in straight away. Red alert. So you're probably just waiting at the in the hospital ward for him to come out.
Yeah, I'm literally sitting in the corridor, probably somewhere that usually only family are allowed, kind of as his escort. I've told the paramedics that he's a dangerous individual, and I need to be with him at all times for their safety. So I've been kind of shoved into a corridor on some chairs, and I'm just waiting. There's no phones back then, so I can't do much. There's no magazines in this corridor. It's literally just chairs, so I'm just stuck there with my own thoughts and the ongoing flashes I'm seeing of my partner's demise, kind of intermingled with this kid's battered face. I'm not thinking about Peppers. I'm not thinking about the mess that my partner's probably going through at the station. I'm just having this ongoing replay in my brain, and I'm not stuck in that trance anymore, but there's like I could probably be broken out of it very easily, but that's kind of what's happening in my brain. There's not much else going on at this stage.
Probably about a couple of hours later. It's probably now 6:30 when this is happening. The nurse sort of taps, like, sort of comes out and says he's ready if you want to sit with him. Surgery went well.
Is he awake?
No, he's pretty out of it. He might still be able to hear you though, so if you wanted to say anything to him, he could probably hear you.
Yeah, I'll sit with him.
So you walk into the room, the room where this man is. He's in the ICU essentially, and there's tubes of machines just sort of all inside of him, and he looks like shit. You see he's got this big bandage across his face, sort of covering his right eye. You see he's got plates in his mouth. You can see that. You can see he's got all these sorts of monitors and machines sort of strapped to him as well. So yeah, he's pretty. It looks pretty shit. So what do you do?
I see him and I sigh, and I'm just like, and I pull up the chair next to his bed, and I kind of sit next to him, kind of like I would if I was visiting a friend. Probably not a loved one. I don't hold his hand or anything, but I'm sitting next to him, and it's less formal now. And I just I think there's a long moment of me not saying anything and just listening to the beeping of the monitors. And then I just start talking, and I'm like, Tom, dude, what the fuck, man? We just wanted to talk, and mate, you should have just let us do our job, man. We don't mean anything by it. You weren't in trouble. It was a fucking weed charge, man. What do you have to hide in that messed up fucking head of yours? And this reminds me a lot of, well, this guy I knew. A mate of mine, and he ended up a lot like you now, my guy, but pretty different outcome. Pretty fucking lucky to be alive, my dude. You know, Keith and I, I'm pretty fucking close, like, not like that, but you know. He was like the yin to my yang, like, I run headfirst into so much dumb shit, and he was my brain to pull me back. I run with my heart. I run, I don't think, and and he always made me go, hey, Lise, just fucking think. And he would stop me and talk me through shit, and he'd probably have such a better idea of what to do right now and what I should have been looking for and red flags, and he'd know what to say to Sarge. He'd know what he'd know what to say to the inspector to make everything better. And this one time we went to the beach and there was a shark in the water. We got a call out to kind of keep people at bay. And we were there trying to get everyone out, work with the lifeguards. There was this girl, she'd been bit by a shark and the paramedics weren't there yet, and he was fucking incredible. He saved that kid's life, man. Like, he's what you wanted in the cops. Like, he was that hero cop that all those little boys would want to grow up as, and he knew how to finish every fucking sentence I had. He knew the back of my fucking mind. And he knew the dumb shit I was gonna do before I fucking did it. And like, Sally, she's great, but I mean, she's not gonna be the one that's gonna keep me out of trouble, man. Like, sometimes I think she's got her own fucked up shit too, and she's gonna run headfirst into things, and maybe I have to be the fucking brains. I don't fucking know. And Lisa's just waffling on about stuff because she feels like for once someone's there to listen, and they're not gonna say anything. They're not gonna judge. They're not gonna talk back. So she's just spilling her guts to this corpse-like kid.
As you're talking, you are probably retelling the story about the shark. As you're talking about the girl who was bleeding, you just hear, how much blood was there? Tell me about the blood. And you look across at Thomas, and he is now staring at you, and he's smiling. You have been listening to the Fumbled Anthology. New episodes are released every Sunday. For more information about the podcast, you can check out our website, fumbledanthology.com. You can also find us on Instagram and on YouTube by using the link in the show notes.
Join us.
And if you're feeling extra generous, you can check out our Patreon via the same link. If you enjoyed the episode, please consider shouting at us from the void by rating us on your chosen podcast platform, or by leaving a nice review or comment. Every bit you do helps us grow our podcast. Thank you for listening. See you next week.
Splitting up the party.
Nothing will go wrong.
Nothing could go
No,
wrong.
not at all.
Okay. Meanwhile, back to Sergeant Lisa Bennett.
Yeah, right.
Sorry, mate. Back to Sergeant Lisa Bennett. For the listeners, that was Nugget and Taquito licking each other senselessly. They do that a lot.
Nuggie was licking herself. She